all of these things that life has to offer are not there for you.
Jody Gilmore says after being injured 2 years ago, everything changed.
I feel left out, like a kid on the playground watching through the fence.
Having mobility issues and requiring walking sticks has opened her eyes.
I was just very ignorant about before this happened to me.
Gilmore says parking in public spaces like Locarno Beach, even with an accessible parking permit, isn't easy.
And I've turned around and left because there was nowhere for me to park.
Jody started a petition to add more accessible parking to the area.
It's just simply not enough.
And says not being able to enjoy community spaces.
It's just very demoralizing for there to not be a place for you just to live your life.
CTV News reached out to Spark BC, which distributes these permits. They say there are currently 15,000 active permits, half of which will go out of circulation. But on average, they distribute 5,000 accessible parking passes a year. We asked the city about how many spaces are available.
Across the city, there's hundreds, and they're all over the city.
Alina Chang from the city of Vancouver says they are always looking for feedback.
You know, where they go, where they're needed.
And they try to follow through.
For the most part, we put them in. No questions asked.
Chang adds there is some accessible parking close to Locarno, on Trimble, Tolmy, and Spanish Bakes West. Spark BC also pointing out drivers with permits are also able to park in residential permitted areas.
But the city's website paints a different picture. It says the closest accessible parking spot is here at Trimble and 5th.
A few accessible parking spaces here and there won't cut it.
Spencer Van Vlaten, the editor of BCDisability.com, says Gilmore's parking dilemma at Locarno isn't unique.
These claims of accessibility, when it's not true accessibility, where it's still shutting out a large portion of the community.
And adds an accessible parking space needs to be in a central location, have easy terrain, and be obstacle-free, which he says isn't often the case.
What you have is people with disabilities being shut out from the community, which of course sends a message that, hey, this place isn't for you.
But for Gilmore, she says her request is simple.
Make the city more accessible.
Demetra Marigo, CTV News, Vancouver.